Jai Shri Ram everyone. My name is Yashas. Today we'll be speaking about brain rot. Please skip the video or turn off this video if you are not any of the following. You are a young adult, probably between the ages of 21 to 30 years old. You're working, you're doing something, you're either studying abroad or India, or you're working at a corporate. And if you are addicted to your mobile screens, probably doom scrolling on Instagram for 2-3 hours before sleeping, and you do not sleep at 9-10 p.m. You scroll up to 12 a.m. or probably 1 a.m. and you scroll with the stimulation and you go to sleep. And if you're probably feeling shit of your situation, and if you feel like there is a sand dune and you keep your leg and it gets stuck, you're not able to get your leg off, you feel stuck in your body, you don't feel purposeful, you lack the energy to do anything. You scroll on Instagram because you lack the energy to go do physical exercise, or you just feel kind of meh, tired the whole day. And if you just don't really feel like doing anything else, probably except from waking up, taking a dump, eating, and not even eating fast foods, like not even eating clean foods, something that is wholesome, that has divine light in it. We all know that food is made up of light, and if you're consuming the wrong light in the day, if you're consuming screens, if you're not getting the natural sunlight as I am, and you're getting blue light off of your gadgets, iPhone, iPad, MacBook, your 8 hours of day at your corporate, and you're not really doing anything to solve it, if this is the situation you're in, this video is for you. I want to take you guys on a journey from being all of this, being stuck in shit, to going to this. I want to take you guys on a journey that will take you from having good energy levels in the day. You feel excited to wake up each morning and you don't feel like shit, I'm not in the mood today, or I really don't want to do anything today, to waking up with a purpose, to looking forward to waking up each day. 3, to consuming good food, so you feel kind of, your gut feels good, all the microbiota in your gut is satisfied with what you're giving it. And if you do something that increases your energy, when you do something, rather it doesn't decrease your energy. If you do everything in your day, probably journaling, writing, scripting, playing the violin, doing Sangeeta classes, going to Bharatanatyam, something like this increases your energy, which doesn't deplete your energy already, because you're already depleted of energy. What else? Getting rid of screens. I know this is 2025, but there is really no reason for you to be using Instagram more than 30 minutes a day. Even so, being a creator, me myself, I'm a creator, I don't use it more than 30 minutes a day. Okay? And that's basically it. That's where I want to take you guys. If you are aligned with this path, and if you see yourself going in this timeline, if you're tired of your timeline that you're in, if you want your future self to look like this, watch this video. Now we'll come down to the tactics. How do you actually reduce brain rot? What is brain rot? Brain rot is all the useless information you consume on the internet. Even news is brain rot, by the way. If it is not helping you in any manner whatsoever, it is brain rot. You don't get any, what is the use of watching somebody bomb somewhere, or it's just affecting you negatively. I'm talking about in shorts, news, television, TVs, and all of that thing. That also comes under brain rot, because it's not really helping you. It's making you feel like shit, and you don't need to know what has happened around the world, because you are never meant to, and you don't get affected by it whatsoever. That is a major kind of societal brain rot. The other major brain rot is from Instagram or YouTube, where you get all of this gunky reels or information where really it diminishes your IQ, basically. That is brain rot. You get all of these reels where people are doing all sorts of shit. They're making money off of you. They're capitalizing on your attention span. You need to know that. That is the only currency you truly hold in the world is your attention. Even money is not real, it's created. Your attention is the only thing you possess truly in your life. And you can't just be giving that away to random strangers who are making money off of your attention. Do you understand how stupid that is? Lol. So yeah, that is brain rot. How do you clear brain rot? By doing this one technique, you can actually cure brain rot. This is the most important one. Getting out in nature. Fixing your circadian rhythm. Getting true sunlight on your face, on your body, on your pores, so that 2,3 dihydrocholecalciferol is produced in your body. Vitamin D. You have melanocyte receptors on your skin, and melanin. This is what produces vitamin D. If you come across this, depression, anxiety, sleep apnea, and so many other diseases have one thing in common, vitamin D. And vitamin D is utilized in various biochemical reactions in the body. So vitamin D deficiency will definitely wreck your life and your attention span. Fixing vitamin D alone can cure you of your brain rot. That is one. Second thing, what else can you practically do? Sip water. Not huge gulps of water, but throughout the day sips. You can take it as this. If per 20 kgs of body weight, consume 1 liter of water. So if you're 80 kgs, you need to have 4 liters of water in your system daily. And make sure to energize the water in a copper vessel or something, because plain water has a lot of deuterium in it, which is actually not good for you. You can neutralize that by keeping it either in a copper vessel or a glass vessel and keeping it out direct contact with the sun for at least like 20-30 minutes and consuming that water. That is the best way to rid yourself of that. And you actually get nutritious water. That is it. And if you have a source of water, something like Kaveri water, if you're in Bangalore or something like that, if you have a good source of river water, consume it directly. You don't need any of the other things if it's not processed. If you're using borewell water, you need to process it. Use an RO filter or something in your house, you can do that. Then consciously reducing your screen time in the day. You need to understand that dopamine is the currency of your attention span. You're giving out 1 point of dopamine every time you scroll for free. And always remember, dopamine earned without doing any hard work will destroy you. When you do physical exercise, that is when dopamine is released. But when you scroll, dopamine is released just for free. You've not achieved anything. Soft porn on Instagram, you go through it. Girls are jumping around in a bunny costume or whatever. That is ruining your life. First of all, fix your Instagram algorithm. If you have shitty reels, there is the option where you can 3 dots and you can go to not interested on the reel. That's how you clear your feed. Start watching longer reels from 3-4 seconds short duration reels. Start watching 1-2 minute reels. That will really help you. And start watching motivational, probably constructive reels which actually improve your life. That is one thing. Use your time on good content, because there is good content on Instagram and YouTube and there is shit content. Avoid the shit, be in the gold. That's one thing. Second, people have been snatched away from the privilege of doing hobbies. Hobbies are something that gives you joy to your soul. For me, it's playing the violin and scripting ideas, just visualizing stuff and getting good dopamine off of that, rather than doing. If you see, society is constructed as such. You wake up, you eat breakfast, probably a bad one, not something healthy. You go to the corporates 9 to 5, you come home, you're completely drained, you don't have energy to even walk or go to the park or go to the gym or do anything. You eat lunch probably at 9 o'clock, sleep at 9:30. That is how a downward spiral is constructed to destroy you from being a slave in the corporate world. You can be a smart guy, and even though you're in corporate, you can make your life habitual and improve it, but you need conscious steps. Nothing can be done unconsciously. And the most important point is the acknowledging that you have brain rot and really taking a sankalpa. What is a sankalpa? It is an intention, setting intention for the quantum observer, that is God. If you have ever come across quantum physics and not Newtonian physics, you will really understand what faith is. There is a quantum observer where you set an intention to. He just observes, and that is what God is genuinely. He just observes whatever you do, and he gives a causal effect to your actions. If you take good actions, he'll give you good results. If you don't take good actions, you won't get the desired results. That's what Krishna has been saying all along from Mahabharata. So also you should not depend on your action, on your results. Perform the actions and the results will follow it. So that's what it is. You have to take action now, right now. If you delay action for your future self, you will never bear the fruit of your karmas, or you will basically not good ones. You have to take action now. Now is the right time. Do not suspend any of your activities. Nothing else is important in your whole life except taking action now. Deciding to taking an action is an energetically heavy task. You can't set an intention without being energetic. First of all, do all the practices that's been given. You will build energy. Get grounding. When you keep your flat feet on the ground, you pull up electrons from the ground, from the earth basically, and that also detoxes your body of all the EMF waves and all the bad frequencies that you've been accumulating from the TV screens and all of the things you've been watching. That's how you'll detoxify it. Get sunlight, you'll get vitamin D and all of the infrared waves and all of the frequencies of the wavelengths that is present in the sun. That is very important. After you get that, you can cure brain rot. You will get energy, set an intention, cure the brain rot basically. And yes, another thing is stopping your energy leaks. Just observe your day. When you perform a task, are you feeling good? Are you feeling stronger? Are you feeling more energetic? Or rather, are you feeling guilt? Are you feeling shame? Are you feeling drained of your battery? Body, that is your mind. And if you just feel heaviness in your head, that are signs of something. When you do, you feel bad basically. You have to journal all of this. You have to observe thoughts in your day. You can't just go around living life unconsciously and think that you will get different results that you're getting. If you take the same action, you'll get the same results. It is a fool's thought that if you think you're doing the same thing, you'll get a different result. That's wrong. So I guess that's it. So how can you cure brain rot? Rid yourself of unnecessary screens. Reduce your time on social media 1 minute every day. No drastic things, no drastic changes. If you're scrolling on Instagram for 3 hours, let it be 2 hours, 59 minutes now. Getting good hydration in the body. Then 4, scheduling and finding hobbies. 5, setting an intention. Do all of this, you'll be cured of brain rot. And if you want help with this, and if you are interested in being in the same presence as a tribe of people who are achieving the similar results, who want to go from wherever the muck they're in into a prosperous and really energetic and purposeful life, join me with my tribe in the Focushood. The link is in the bio of wherever you're watching this. Yep, hit me up, because there's nothing else. Only like-minded people can achieve similar results. You cannot achieve it being alone. You're supposed to be in tribes. That's what your ancestors did. They lived in tribes, communities. That's how they prospered. See you inside, and see you in the next video. Jai Shri Ram.